Lessons from the failed Ukrainian counteroffensive were taken into account, acknowledging that the current operational environment, with all the threats ranging from drones, mines, and artillery to attack helicopters, to name a few, is just too dangerous for manned spearheading missions and combined arms breaches. Therefore, a lot of unmanned breaching and demining equipment was shown, and even the Type X unmanned combat fighting vehicle by Milram Robotics was displayed with a mine roller in front of it. The huge trust many countries put into the unmanned ground vehicles developed by Milram Robotics and their necessity in a modern threat environment definitely makes it look like the Type X will spearhead future offensive operations to clear the way for friendly follow-on forces in tomorrow's high-risk environments European armies will have to face. Therefore, it is not surprising that Milram Robotics nearly flooded Eurosatory 2024 with a series of unmanned ground vehicles in combination with weapon systems from numerous European manufacturers. Milram Robotics is an Estonian company specializing in the development of unmanned ground vehicles. Founded in 2013, Milram Robotics has become a leading provider of robotic solutions for defense and commercial applications. In February 2023, it was announced that the UAE's Edge Group acquired a majority stake in Milram Robotics, making the country one of the #1 suppliers of armed unmanned ground vehicles in Europe. According to Western news outlets, Ukraine is getting ready to receive its first batch of F-16 fighter jets. German state TV reported that the first planes could arrive within this month. This marks a significant upgrade for the Ukrainian Air Force, which has primarily relied on Soviet-era aircraft. According to some sources on Telegram, the Russian Ministry of Defense has already put a bounty on the F-16, rewarding the first Russian service member to down one with about 15 million rubles. Throughout the week, Ukraine repeatedly attacked Russian air defense systems along the entire front line, including radars and missile launchers. Like in this example with a Russian S-300 battery that was engaged by Ukrainian missiles in the Donetsk region. This consistent prioritization of attacks on air defense systems suggests that Ukraine is already preparing for the arrival of the first F-16 fighter jets and intends to weaken the Russian air defense capabilities in advance. Due to the small number of F-16 jets, however, it is unrealistic to expect them to bring about an immediate change at the operational level on the battlefield. In the meantime, they will certainly be able to reduce the pressure on the Ukrainian rear by more efficiently and cost-effectively shooting down incoming drones and cruise missiles than would be possible with the use of expensive air defense missiles. Over time, as more F-16 jets are delivered and integrated into Ukraine's air force, their role could expand, providing greater air cover for ground operations and potentially shifting the balance of air power. Here we see a group of Russians on motorbikes on their way into the contested city of Chasiv Yar, west of Bakhmut in the Donetsk region. The men come under artillery fire but manage to avoid being hit several times on their way. The city of Chasiv Yar has been a focal point in the ongoing conflict, with both Ukrainian and Russian forces vying for control. The region's strategic importance stems from its proximity to key supply routes and its role in the broader battle for control over eastern Ukraine. Here we see a Ukrainian drone attack on a Russian oil depot in Russia. The attack was filmed by CCTV footage and shows a guard with an anti-drone rifle in his hands. Anti-drone rifles, also known as drone jammers or electronic warfare rifles, are specialized devices designed to neutralize unmanned aerial vehicles by disrupting their communication and navigation system. In this case, however, it did not work, since these rifles are better suited for small commercial drones rather than bigger suicide ones with pre-programmed flight paths designed to crash into their target. Also, as drone technology evolves, so do countermeasures. Some drones are now equipped with anti-jamming capabilities, making it more challenging to neutralize them. Attacks on oil depots can have broader economic repercussions, potentially driving up fuel prices and creating economic strain. This is done in the hope of increasing domestic pressure on the Russian government to resolve the conflict, what however is obviously not the case.